My name's Thomas Johnson. If you don't know who I am yet, this is my channel, Thomas Johnson Media. We're gonna talk about some logging stuff today. Today we're gonna talk about pole trailers, why we don't use them. Who knows what else we're gonna talk about. There's always something good around here. So y'all get ready, here we go, roll that intro. Alright guys, so before we start today's video, kind of getting into the meat and taters of today's video, do a little bit of a daily vlog update for you on the job, what we got going on, everything like that. Yesterday was my first day back. I shot this video yesterday. I didn't like the way it turned out, so I'm reshooting it today. Lots of big stuff going on the job. The last video, or actually, I'm sorry, not the last video. The first video I posted after taking a week off because I was on vacation showed the last day I filmed before I went on vacation. So I'm not on vacation still. I had the day I had posted the one saying I was going on vacation, I just come back. I know that's confusing, but anyway. So as I stated last week, or I think it's going to be almost 2 weeks ago now, got a lot of big stuff coming up on the job and at home to add to the channel. One being, let me roll y'all back down so it brightens y'all back up so y'all can watch Mickey here. One being, there's going to be something added to the job. There's a big surprise coming on the job. And like I said, there's a big surprise at the house. If you follow me on Facebook, you already know what the big surprise is at the house. But at the end of this video, I'm going to try and include a little bit of the surprise at the house. And for those of you that don't have me on Facebook, you can go find, if you don't have me, you can go, you're more than welcome to go find me on Facebook or Instagram. Only thing that I asked is you just follow me, please. All of my stuff is 100% open to the public. You don't have to be my friend necessarily to like and comment or socialize with me through Facebook. My friends list is like maxed out, so yeah, I'm on Facebook pretty often, but I don't get to I don't accept every friend request. So if you send me a friend request and I don't accept it, don't take it personal. It's just I don't accept every friend request because I like to keep a few spots open in case I run into somebody that I really need to add on Facebook, so to speak. But anyway, it's all hung up. It's gonna throw the chain. Nope. Okay. I thought that one piece there was gonna kick up and knock his chain off, but it didn't. So, back to the job and vlog update, I guess you'd say. I hate whenever that does that, because now it's gonna hang in that load. Yep, it hung. And then little old trim dude's gonna have to trim that out. But anyway, crew done an amazing job while I was gone. I wanna say they done 35 loads in 3 days or something like that. Wow. Did y'all see that? So I mean, they really bowed up while I was gone and done what needed to be done. I'm going to give most of that credit to Mickey for making sure things run right, because he's my go-to man when I'm not here, my foreman, so to speak, and he done a great job of keeping everything straight and lined out and moving efficiently. I really got the whole crew done a great job, but it's makes you feel real good when you know you got a crew that's good enough to do the job that you want done even though you're not here. Now, that's not saying that I'm gonna be here all the time I'm gonna be leaving a whole bunch more. That's not the case. Well, Pup must have decided he had enough wood, because there he goes driving off. But that's not the case. I'm not gonna be out here or off playing all the time while my men are working. Somebody did mention to me the other day, make sure you give your men time off, and trust me guys, like Brady, he's not here today and he won't be here tomorrow. Anytime my guys come to me, that's why I don't stay on a machine full time anymore. Gives me the ability to run my job more efficient, and I guess you'd say in a way micromanage things like I want to be, like I do. And it also allows me the option or benefit to let my crew have off when they need off. So when they're gone, I just hop on their machine and run it. As you saw the other week, when I run Mickey's loader for him, and I'm gonna run Brady's cutter for him today. If Michael's not here, I run his machine for him. If Matt's not here, I do whatever Matt does. You know, I'm the guy that hops around and does it all. I'm not the best at anything, but I can get the job done. So that's all that matters. All right, so quota situation and whatnot for this week. We're actually going to quota out at 1 mil here in a minute. Hopefully, before we get on quotas, there's a hurricane coming. Well, it's a tropical storm. All it's gonna really be is a big rain event and maybe a little bit of wind, nothing really major. But we're gonna quote out at 1 mil. Hopefully they're gonna call sometime after a while and be like, hey, with the situation going on this weekend, because we are working tomorrow, which will be Saturday, they will call me and be like, hey, you can just, you know, forget about quotas, just haul till you can't stand no more tomorrow. Otherwise, 1 mil's already took me off quota. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go to that 1 mil, and since they're completely off quota to everybody, it's going to be a ungodly long Saturday. So yeah, hopefully my Marco meal calls and is like, yeah, y'all can just haul to us tomorrow. That'll make everybody's day. So yeah, we ain't really doing a whole bunch in preparation for the storm or anything like that. It's not really looking to be that bad, but we are working Saturday because of the amount of rain they're calling for. If it's raining Monday, they're telling us all not to come out. They don't want us monkeying around out in the storm, which is completely understandable. I mean, you look at that log truck sitting there. You look at how broad the load is. That's not going to be very fun to be driving around in the wood or in the wind. You'd be blowed over somewhere, probably. But so yeah, we're just clicking along, finishing up quota to 1 mil. We're wide open to another mil. I want to say that's number 50. Yeah, I think that's like number 50 right there. So we might be knocking a 70 load week this week. Probably more like 65, 68. But I don't think we're going to put in a full day tomorrow. We're just doing it tomorrow to appease our bosses and forester people. So yeah. All right, I've rambled on for a long time now, and I think I got y'all all caught up. I think we're gonna go talk here in a minute about pole trailers and why we don't use them. And I think I got another subject. I got to look in my phone and see what today's topic was, but I think I have another subject to add into that. We're gonna cover 2 topics in one video today. So yeah, y'all just go get y'all some cold beer, some popcorn, and come back and prop up on you in your recliner there and get ready, because y'all fixing to learn something. Alright, so pole trailers, very simply put, we just don't stay in timber good enough. Yeah, except 48 coming in back here. It's a big machine. We just simply don't stay in timber good enough to support the use of a pole trailer at every location. Even in timber like what you see us working here, this is going to be pretty difficult to get loaded on a pole trailer. You would have to sort a lot of the bigger stuff out and put it on the side to what we call floor the load, and then crib the sides, and then fill the middle in with this little bit smaller stuff. Because like this, I don't think you can, let's see if I can, this little tree right here on camera, that little thing right there is not going, it's the pole trailer, it's going to sag down, and when it sags down, then the crane can't grab the wood at the mill, and if he can't get unloaded, there's no point in putting it on the trailer to begin with. And don't get me wrong, they got a lot of benefits as far as saving trailer tires, as far as weight. Weight is huge, because the less your truck and trailer weighs, the more wood, the actual wood you can haul. So it's like what we haul on an average of 31 tons on a truckload. I don't know if y'all can hear it, Peterbilt up there or not, but he's turning around, that thing you hear, whoa. But instead of hauling 31 tons on a truckload, with if you had a pole trailer, you're going to easily cover yourself. Most of the times it's like 34 tons. You know, you do 2 to 3 tons on every load more over a week, over a month, over the course of a year. That's a lot of money. Well, especially for what we're paying our trucks. That's a lot of money. And then you got to factor that up too. Not only is that more money going to the mill per truck, that's more money going to the job per load as well. I mean, that's how our job is paid, is you're paid by the ton to cut this stuff. To cut, skid, and load it, you're paid at a certain tonnage after all the stumpage and everything is factored in. And then you're paid an additional tonnage to truck it to the mill. A lot of people factor their jobs in. I know a lot of you independent loggers, you factor your jobs in off of one overall price, and then you have to deduct your stumpage, and then you have to split your trucking out of that, and then you have whatever's left over with your job. And that goes back to the thing before, kind of touching on that for just a second. Our cut, skid, and load rate is based off of just that, cut, skid, and load. And it doesn't change from job to job unless we're going from first set thinning to second thinning. Back to the pole trailer thing, that's why we don't use pole trailers, simply because we don't stay in timber well enough to support them. And it's not justifiable to go out and purchase we have 5 trucks. It's not justifiable for us to go buy 5 pole trailers and set to the side for whenever we may decide we're in timber good enough to do it, because we don't have good timber. You get a good month somewhere at the end of February, beginning of March, it dries up enough to get in good timber. Right now we're in an extremely rare pattern where May and June is being dry, but the storm that's coming is fixing to wipe that off the map. Then we don't really see dry wood again, dry ground enough to get into the good wood that would justify having those pole trailers till end of July, August, and that depends on what kind of hurricane systems you're having come in and everything. You know, if you have a big hurricane come in and drop 20 inches of rain, you may stay in crappy wood all year long just to stay working. And another thing that would also help, if our mills would allow it, if they would let us give y'all a demonstration, this would be your butts of your wood, and your truck is sitting over here, so you got to load all your butts. All of your butts have to be stacked on top of one another, all facing the front of the truck, or they all have to be facing the back of the truck. And y'all see the way we separate them, they have to be separated stacks. You can't load your butts at the front and then quarter of the way up, turn your butts around in the middle of that load and face them out the back. Even though they're gonna go stack it in the mill just like that, we can't load it like that, and I don't know why. And if we could load like that, we could use pole trailers. Our wood around here would normally stay well enough for us to be able to, that's what we call box car loading, and it would let you come up enough on weight and everything to justify doing it. And you can get pole trailers that would be short enough to get your timber on it, but instead of getting 30, you know, well, with a pole trailer, you're looking at 32, 34 tons. Instead of getting that on your trailer, you're only gonna be looking at getting, you know, 26, 24 tons, and that's not enough to pay the bills for the job or for the truck. So, yeah, that's why we don't use pole trailers. So I told y'all we had a surprise here at the house, and I think I told y'all. If I hadn't told you, there's a surprise at the house. And if you've been following me on Facebook, social media, you've already seen this surprise. But for those of you that don't follow me on Facebook, we bought a late model. Oh my God. So it's not a super, it's a 604 crate. It's a Rayburn chassis. It's supposed to be an 08 model. It's not the newest and new or anything like that, but it's something to get my feet wet with late model racing. Been working on it, got the roof off. The roof is back here. I had put the seat in last night, got the seat in. She's good and tight, no wiggles. Good with that. The only other thing I got to do is we got to go over, do a nut and bolt check on it. Go over, check all the nuts and bolts. I found a few loose here, there, yonder, and just kind of go over everything, get it all checked out nice and good and pretty, and we're probably gonna go play with it tomorrow night. Yeah, boy.